On an assembly line, several robotic arms were operating normally while workers carried out their tasks nearby. Everything seemed routine until one worker stepped into the active range of a robotic arm to inspect a vehicle component. As the machine continued its programmed movement, the robotic arm came into contact with the worker. What appeared to be a simple inspection quickly turned into a serious safety incident. This case highlights the importance of keeping strict barriers and warning systems in place around robotic equipment. Workers should never enter a machine's operating zone without properly shutting it down and following lockout procedures. Training, clear markings on the floor, and motion sensors can all help ensure that people and machines do not cross paths. By respecting safety boundaries, manufacturing plants can protect both their workforce and their productivity. Inside a soup factory, a worker was near a large tank used for preparing soup. During routine operations, the door of the tank suddenly opened. Hot liquid rushed out onto the factory floor, spreading quickly across the work area. A nearby worker was caught in the flow and experienced burns, but managed to escape before the situation grew worse. The incident caused concern throughout the facility and disrupted operations. This event shows why strict maintenance and safety checks are critical in food factories. Tank doors, valves, and pressure systems must be inspected regularly to prevent unexpected releases. Workers should always wear protective gear when working close to heated equipment and know the emergency routes to exit safely. With regular inspections, proper training, and protective measures, factories can protect both their workers and their production process. Inside a production facility, workers were lifting material bags from a conveyor belt and placing them in storage. The operation seemed normal, with the team focused on their regular duties. Suddenly, a powerful blast occurred within the factory, followed by flames spreading across the area. The incident disrupted the entire workspace, showing how quickly normal routines can turn into emergencies when hazards are not fully controlled. This event highlights the importance of proper handling and storage of materials that may be flammable or reactive. Routine safety checks, fire suppression systems, and clear evacuation routes are essential in such facilities. Workers should also be trained to recognize potential fire risks and know how to respond quickly in the event of an emergency. By focusing on prevention and preparedness, factories can greatly reduce the chance of a fire-related incident. Outside a factory, the road appeared calm, with traffic moving normally and people going about their day. Suddenly, a powerful blast occurred inside the facility. The force of the explosion sent material outward, scattering debris onto the road and causing a sudden interruption for vehicles and pedestrians nearby. In moments, a routine day was disrupted by an industrial emergency. This incident highlights the importance of strong safety measures, not only inside factories, but also in the areas surrounding them. Facilities that work with energy, pressure, or flammable materials must have proper containment systems, reinforced structures, and emergency planning to minimize outside impact. Inside a manufacturing facility, workers were carrying out their normal duties. One employee was positioning a sheet beneath a robotic press arm, preparing it for the next cycle. As the worker was still adjusting the sheet, the robotic arm unexpectedly activated and moved downward, coming into contact with the worker. A simple routine task turned into a serious safety incident in seconds. This case highlights the importance of lockout procedures and machine guarding systems. Robotic equipment should always be deactivated before workers place or adjust materials in its path. Sensors, barriers, and interlocks can also prevent machines from operating when someone is within the danger zone. With strong training and strict safety measures, workers can perform tasks confidently while staying protected around automated systems. Inside a factory, 2 workers were operating near a large stone that was being prepared for cutting. Everything seemed under control as the task moved forward. But suddenly, the stone shifted and began to fall from its position. One worker managed to move out of the way in time, but the other was caught in its path. A routine job instantly turned into an emergency. This incident demonstrates the importance of secure supports and lifting equipment when working with heavy materials. Workers should never rely on balance alone. Mechanical restraints, clamps, or safety barriers must always be used. In addition, keeping a safe distance and planning escape routes can make a critical difference when unexpected movement occurs. With the right precautions, workplaces can minimize the risks that come with handling large, unstable objects. Inside a fabric factory, a worker was carrying out routine tasks near a large roller machine. The worker got too close and was suddenly drawn toward the moving rollers. With no one nearby at that moment, the situation quickly escalated as the worker became caught in the machine's motion. This incident highlights the critical need for protective guarding around roller machines. Workers should never stand too close to exposed moving parts, and emergency stop switches must always be within easy reach. Just as important, no one should operate such machines alone. Team presence ensures quick response if something goes wrong. By enforcing machine guarding, training, and buddy systems, factories can keep routine work from turning into a dangerous emergency. Inside a fabric factory, a worker noticed that a piece of cloth had become stuck in a rotating machine. Thinking it was a quick fix, he attempted to pull the cloth free while the machine was still running. In an instant, the moving fabric pulled him closer, and he became entangled with the machine's rotation. What began as a routine task quickly turned into a dangerous situation, showing how easy it is for loose material to draw a person into moving equipment. This incident is a strong reminder of why all machines should be fully powered down before clearing blockages. Lockout and tagout procedures are designed to keep workers safe by ensuring equipment cannot start or continue running while maintenance or adjustments are being made. Workers should also be trained to use proper tools instead of their hands when removing obstructions. By following these safety measures, textile facilities can prevent serious accidents and keep operations running smoothly. Inside a manufacturing facility, workers were carrying out their tasks as usual. The environment seemed calm and routine until a sudden blast occurred within one of the machines. Within seconds, smoke began to fill the area, disrupting visibility and creating an urgent situation. This event shows the importance of regular machine maintenance and safety inspections to detect potential faults before they escalate. Factories should also be equipped with proper ventilation, fire alarms, and emergency evacuation procedures so workers can act quickly and safely in such situations. Inside a steel rolling factory, a worker was guiding a crane as it lifted a heavy steel roll to be placed alongside others in storage. The task seemed normal, but as the roll was being positioned, the crane operator didn't notice the worker's exact location. As the roll moved closer to the stacked material, the worker became caught in the narrow space between them. This case shows why clear communication and safe distances are essential when working around cranes and suspended loads. Spotters should remain outside the load's path, and operators must maintain full visibility of their surroundings. Barriers, warning zones, and hand signals, or better yet, radio communication, can help ensure smooth coordination. By keeping workers clear of moving loads and improving operator awareness, steel factories can prevent incidents and keep their teams safe.